I first saw ski mountaineering in some videos when I was younger. This hike hit me instantly. Before I ever tried it, I knew I was going to love it. It's kind of a simple activity because there's just 2 steps. You climb up the mountain and then you ski right down it. But once you're in the field, you realize just how hard it is to manage the risks and pull it off. It took a lot of time in the mountains to prepare for this. Long sessions after work, hitting the cardio hard, studying up on avalanche safety, and countless weekends skiing in the backcountry. This spring I wanted to push myself in the Cascades, so I teamed up with one of my friends and bought some plane tickets. This is our story about how everything went wrong. Last year, we had an epic 3-day weekend road trip traveling almost 40 hours round trip to climb and ski Mount Shasta. After that, we were hooked on the idea of skiing more volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. This year, we set our sights on some steeper and more challenging mountains. Our sight grew as we started on our adventure. We flew into Portland, Oregon, and then made our way to Mount Adams. The next day, we would attempt a 1-day push at climbing just over 6,500 feet to the summit via the South Spur, and then ski down the Southwest Chutes. At this point, we're psyched to get after it. It's about 3 a.m. Just got about an hour of rest in the car and about ready to blast off. Getting the skis ready to go.
So it's about 5 a.m. We've been hiking for about 45 minutes, reached the snow, about to transition into skin mode and root on up to the top. So we're up here pushing up to the falls summit. We're probably at about 10,500 feet. Glad we pushed through that rain because it's powder now. It's all coming down as freshies up here, so should be a good time on the way down.
Summit right there. It's done.
Summit! Woo! Woo! We're top of Mount Adams. Shitty weather.
As we were celebrating, a dark cloud blew in from the other side of the mountain. We were in the middle of a lightning storm. We have to get down now. Go, 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 go! Status report. We just coming down the summit ridge to get back to our skis, and felt this buzzing sensation in my head and my shoulders and my ice axe. I threw my ice axe, grabbed my helmet, ripped it off, had a bolt of like electricity jutting up through my helmet. Super scary, probably the scariest moment of my life in the mountains. Matt's behind me now making the transition with his snowboard, going from walking to back to downhill mode. So basically just ski down that part of the mountain as fast as possible while being safe still. Getting our skis ready to go. They're constantly buzzing, our heads buzzing, hair standing up. Absolutely terrifying. So we're just happy to be alive right now. We actually ditched our ice axes up there, and we're gonna get down tree line and then call it for the day. We just skied Mount Adams! How's it feel to ski Mount Adams, Matt? Would you say electrifying?
Electrifying, absolutely. Oh man, it feels good to, in retrospect, have finished it, but man, you know.
If you could do it over again, would you?
I'd wait for some better weather.
Yeah, I definitely would not do that again. That was totally messed up. We almost died.
Yeah.
I saw a bolt of lightning on my head.
You did, confirmed.
After leaving Mount Adams, we drove to Mount Hood, hoping for a successful but less terrifying ascent and ski over the south face.
So man, I just got to the trailhead. Really good weather forecast for this evening, going into tonight, tomorrow morning. So gonna go ahead, pack up the bags, start on up, set up camp, and go for the summit tomorrow morning.
We set up our tent and passed out for a 2 a.m. start the next morning.
At 9, the final few inches to summit.
As we started climbing the final few hundred feet, the mountain started unleashing chunks of ice and snow down onto us. We knew the conditions were dangerous. We knew we had to turn around. Not summiting was a loss, but now it's time to have some fun. I left this trip thinking a lot about why I do this. I saw my life flash before my eyes when we were on top of Mount Adams. It left me wondering if it's even worth it to put myself in these dangerous situations. In some regards, we were pretty unsuccessful too. We didn't ski the steep lines that we wanted and didn't make it to the summit of Mount Adams. But I think I got what I really wanted. I was in the moment, connecting with the natural world around me, stealing my mind from the day-to-day and opening it to what's possible. Most importantly, I'm living this life of adventure because it's my passion and it makes me who I am. Life is too short to spend it any other way.